do you like the person you are within this relationship, or do you prefer the person you are outside of the relationship? If you find that this relationship has turned you into a person that you no longer like or respect, so you are no longer able to control your mouth, you're no longer able to control your urges, you are miserable, you are rude, you're disrespectful, you are entitled and greedy, but you're not like that outside of the relationship, and you're not like that with other people, then what that suggests is either you should leave the relationship because this person is bringing out the worst in you, or you should leave the relationship because you are not kind to the people who are closest to you. You are only capable of being kind to people who are at an emotional distance. And therefore, it's not fair on the person that tries to connect to you because for some reason, and due to unresolved trauma or unresolved issues or unresolved insecurities, they seem to become your punching bag. And that's not fair on them. So either or is not a good sign. Whereas if you are somebody who is, very capable outside of the relationship, but when you're in this relationship, you make better decisions. You spend, better money. You don't spend your money waste it as much. You are better with your weight and your health. You sleep better. Your life just generally seems calmer and more peaceful when in the relationship than when outside of it. It's probably a healthy relationship and one that you should try and work on if you have issues rather than resorting back to your old life. How attractive do you feel in this relationship? Now, of course, if you've been together for years and years, you don't really expect to feel like a supermodel every single day. But do you feel like you are somewhat invisible? Do you feel like your partner is capable of showing attraction to other people? Do you feel like you have to beg for physical intimacy, either just affection or actual intimacy from your partner? If those things are starting to take place, the reason why that's a bit of a red flag and why that's an indicator of the demise of a relationship is, unfortunately, when the attraction disappears, your ability to resolve conflict as a couple disappears. What will happen is, instead of resolving the conflict and, getting back to being intimate and connected, you might just resolve the conflict by, cooking and eating together and dropping each other to work or whatever it is. It doesn't actually restore intimacy. Of course, it's not the end of the world if that happens, but you might want to be mindful of this when deciding whether or not you should stay or leave. Don't cement your foundation of your relationship when you couldn't tolerate them getting a minute worse, or you wouldn't tolerate them getting a single percentile worse. If you are really undecided about whether or not to stay or leave in a relationship, just imagine two scenarios. Imagine, okay, if I stay with them in 10 years' time and they are exactly who they are, what would my life look like? Worst case scenario.